and we do nothing to fix that, to break that cycle. So by what we're doing with this bill today, we are increasing sentencing guidelines, sentencing mandates to up to 30 years. Members, if you recall, just I think it was last week, we heard in the news, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I've been here too long in the last few days that I can't even keep the days straight, but we did hear that there was a sentencing that was handed down on the Chauvin case, where he got 22.5 years of sentence for doing what he did. And if you pass this bill today, we're putting a 30-year penalty on someone who hypothetically could have stopped that. If someone that was innocent bystander who was videotaping this incident and pushed the officer to save George Floyd's life, and that officer may end up hurt, you are saying that you can give that person up to 30 years under this language. And I'm not exaggerating. Read the language on page 54 and 55. And members, my father-in-law was in law enforcement.
Yield, Senator Torres-Ray.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Limmer, you just read some statistics, and I was trying to figure out, where they come from, and I would like to ask you to please elaborate a little bit on the deaths of officers in Minnesota. I'm looking into the numbers right now, and I'm looking at the distribution of these numbers and how many officers have died of COVID and crashes, and how many have actually died in the line of duty. Could you please tell us the numbers in Minnesota? Because I presume the numbers that you read, Senator, are national numbers because they were so big. But I think it's important for the public to really understand how small these numbers are. And in essence, if I read this correctly, the small number of officers who have died in the line of duty and fatalities that involved in investigating a suspicious person, which is, I think, what we're trying to talk about at the essence of this conversation right now. So I would like to ask Senator Limmer to please elaborate on that and clarify for the public, because I think it's very important that we understand those numbers.